Yeah, welcome to KJTV again. In this good moment, we want to talk about honor when alive, not when gone. This is an irony in life that some people don't honor the people who are close to them when they are still alive. Everybody has relatives, close relatives, loved ones, which you need to take care of. You need to honor them, like more especially parents who work hard to put you through school, and when you are successful you never have time even to appreciate them. Or some relatives or people who mean too much to your life, but only maybe when they are dead, that's when you turn around to honor them. I mean, that is in our last episode we talked about giving somebody a befitting living before giving a befitting burial. We hear quite often when somebody dies, he says, "Oh, I would like you to help me so that I can give my father, my mother, my brother a befitting burial." What does it mean giving a befitting burial if you never give that same person a befitting living? You know, at times pictures uh, give sometimes there is a way they portray which I cannot be able to say. And I want you to take a moment and look at this picture. That's two pictures superimposed together. That is the old mama who lived in abject poverty in a grass-thatched house. I mean, you can see even the way of his dresses are. But look at when he died, the kind of burial was given, the expensive coffin, and the tombstone. You know, the, the, the tombstone which was expensive. Maybe saying, "Here lies good mama." What? But this is a mother who lived in abject poverty during her time. I mean, this was taken from a true story. A mama who put through 7 kids through school. All of them got good jobs. They went to different towns. They never came back to take care of her. They never took care of her. She lived in abject poverty, a poor house. But when she died, all of them thronged from various towns where they were living to come and give Mama a befitting burial. They did not honor her when she was alive. This Mama had written a letter which they found 3 days after the burial. I mean, with all this, I mean, it was purportedly written after the burial. And it was saying, "My son, I lived in abject poverty. My breakfast was uji without sugar. But when I died, you put sacks of sugar to come and honor me during the burial for feasters to eat. When I was living hand to mouth, you came and visited my corpse in a mortuary 3 days, but you never came to visit me. You bought all the perfumes, the best clothes to put when I'm going to be buried. You bought an expensive coffin when you did not do that when I was alive." Is that really honoring people? And you know, let us ask ourselves, it's very good and it's very biblical to give somebody a befitting burial. But before giving someone a befitting burial, you need to give that person a befitting living. That is to honor the person. Be proud of the person. Have you ever seen people, when somebody dies, is when they post their pictures on Facebook? They put them on profile. I mean, I'm not saying bad, but why can't you put this profile picture when is arrived. That's when we will really know that you cared for them. It's quite absurd. It is always good to honor a person when he's alive. Go say even thank you. Somebody helped you. Maybe an uncle or a distant relative helped to pay for your school fees. You became successful, and you have never been taken time to say thank you. It is always good to go and say thank you for somebody who helped you. Honor this person in any way possible. Instead of waiting during the funeral, then you just come and eulogize the person is when you are talking about how good the person was. And yet, when he lived, you never showed any respect for the person. I mean, it's all bad. I say, take for example, if we look at Tom Mboya Mausoleum. This is for Tom Mboya. Tom Mboya was a politician in Kenya who was assassinated. He was an eloquent minister who died. And when he died, that's the mausoleum. That is the tombstone where he was buried. That was good because we really honored him when he was alive. Tom Mboya was a eulogist, honored by many people, and building a mausoleum of that person wasn't bad. Yeah, indeed we were celebrating his death because he lived and was honored when he was alive. Note that we turn around to celebrate as when somebody has already gone. So it's always good to give a befitting burial before giving it's good to give a befitting living before giving a befitting burial. Don't treat someone like a beggar, and when he dies, then you start talking good of him. Talk good of him. There are people who will talk ill of people. They will talk even when they know that someone is good, but they don't want to look at the good side. They only want to pick at the negative side. But when he is gone, that's when they are talking about the good things he did for them. It is always good and wise. And I hope this will help you that try as much as possible. And this is something personal to you. Is there somebody you feel like you need to honor that person before he's gone? Before it's late? It's upon you. You search your soul and see if there is anybody you want to do for that before that person expires.
在我这里集合，注意观察四周。